Hey football fans, welcome back to the Goal or No Goal 90. Today we're diving into Premier League Matchweek 27, breaking down all 10 games with tactical insights and score predictions. From Aston Villa versus Leeds to the North London derby, we've got you covered. So grab your snacks, hit that like button, and let's get into the predictions. First up, we have Aston Villa host Leeds United at Villa Park in what promises to be a fascinating clash. Villa come into this match on the back of a 1-0 win against Brighton, which will give them confidence and momentum. That victory shows they can grind out results and defend resolutely while still creating chances. At home, Villa are tough to break down, and their organised defence and quick transitions will be key against Leeds. Leeds, meanwhile, are coming off a 2-2 draw with Chelsea, a strong performance that shows their attacking potential and resilience. They have pace, energy, and creative flair in attack, making them dangerous on the counter. Their forwards and wingers can exploit defensive gaps. Tactically, I expect Villa to start with control of possession, trying to press Leeds and dominate the midfield. They'll look to use the wings and set pieces to create chances. Leeds will likely sit deeper in the first half, absorb pressure, and hit Villa on the counter. Their pace and sharp finishing could punish any defensive lapses. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Leeds. Brentford host Brighton, and this could be an exciting attacking game. Brentford come into this match on the back of a 1-1 draw with Arsenal, a solid result that shows they can compete with top teams and grind out points even against heavyweights. That draw will boost their confidence, especially at home, where they've been energetic and dangerous this season. Brighton, meanwhile, are coming off a 1-0 loss to Aston Villa, which will motivate them to respond. Brighton typically control possession and patiently build their attacks, but they sometimes struggle against teams that press aggressively and move the ball quickly. Brentford's high-intensity style and quick transitions could test Brighton's defence, especially in wide areas. Tactically, I expect Brentford to start fast, pressing high and looking to exploit Brighton's flanks. Their wingers and fullbacks will be key in delivering crosses and creating chances. Brighton will try to keep the game under control and break forward patiently, but Brentford's home form and energy could give them the edge. I'm going with a 3-1 victory for Brentford. Next up, we have Chelsea host Burnley at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea come into this match after a 2-2 draw with Leeds, a game that showed their attacking talent but also revealed some defensive vulnerabilities. While the Blues created plenty of chances, they conceded twice, which could be a concern against Burnley. Burnley, on the other hand, are coming off an impressive 3-2 win over Crystal Palace, showing their attacking threat and resilience. That win will boost their confidence significantly, and they will be eager to continue their strong run, even against a top team like Chelsea. Tactically, Chelsea will aim to control possession, build from midfield, and use their wingers and fullbacks to create width. Burnley will likely adopt a more compact defensive setup initially, but will not shy away from counterattacks, especially given their confidence from scoring 3 goals in their last match. I'm backing Chelsea to win 3-1. West Ham host Bournemouth at London Stadium, and this could be a very competitive clash. West Ham come into this match after a 1-1 draw with Manchester United, a solid result that shows they can compete with top teams but also highlights that they sometimes struggle to convert chances into victories. Their home form remains a key advantage, with a strong midfield and effective wing play. Bournemouth, on the other hand, are coming off an impressive 2-1 win against Everton, giving them confidence and momentum. They have shown they can attack quickly and exploit defensive lapses, which makes them a dangerous opponent even away from home. Tactically, I expect West Ham to dominate possession and control the tempo of the game, using their wingers and fullbacks to create width and deliver crosses into the box. Bournemouth will likely sit compact, absorb pressure, and look to hit on the counter with fast breaks and sharp forwards, so I'm expecting an entertaining 2-2 draw. Next up, we have Manchester City host Newcastle United at the Etihad Stadium. City come into this match after a 3-0 win against Fulham, a dominant performance that highlights their attacking strength and defensive solidity. Their confidence is sky high, and playing at home makes them extremely difficult to beat. Newcastle, meanwhile, are coming off an impressive 2-1 win over Tottenham, showing that they are capable of taking down top sides and performing under pressure. That victory will boost their morale and give them belief going into this tough away fixture. Tactically, I expect City to control possession early, using their wingers and fullbacks to stretch Newcastle's defence and create space. Their midfield will dominate the tempo, but Newcastle's confidence and ability to counter-attack could make this game more competitive than usual. I'm going with a 3-1 victory for Man City. Nottingham Forest host Liverpool at City Ground. Forest come into this match after a 0-0 draw with Wolves, showing that they can be disciplined defensively and frustrating to break down, especially at home. Their ability to stay compact and limit space will make them a tricky opponent. Liverpool, meanwhile, are coming off a 1-0 win against Sunderland, which will boost their confidence but also highlight the need to break down resilient defences. Liverpool remain extremely dangerous. Their high pressing intensity and sharp attacking players make them a constant threat to any team. Tactically, I expect Liverpool to dominate possession and dictate the game's tempo, using their fullbacks and wingers to stretch Forest's defence. Forest will likely sit deep, stay compact, and try to frustrate Liverpool while looking for counter-attack opportunities. Given their recent draw, Forest are capable of defending resolutely, so I'm calling this a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have Crystal Palace host Wolves, and this could be a chance for Palace to bounce back after a tough defeat. They come into this match following a 2-3 loss to Burnley, which exposed some defensive vulnerabilities and may have dented their confidence. At home, however, Palace usually perform better, and they'll be motivated to get back on track in front of their fans. Wolves, meanwhile, have had a difficult season. They come off a 0-0 draw with Nottingham Forest, showing some defensive resilience but continuing to struggle to score away from home. Morale is low, and scoring against disciplined defences like Palace's is likely to remain a challenge. Tactically, I expect Palace to try to control possession early and exploit Wolves' weaknesses, particularly down the wings. Their wingers and fullbacks will look to create space and deliver dangerous crosses. Wolves will likely sit compact and look to counter, but their attacking struggles suggest they won't score easily. I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Palace. Sunderland host Fulham at the Stadium of Light, and this will be a tightly contested fixture. Sunderland come into this match after a 1-0 loss to Liverpool, which showed they can defend well. Their home form gives them hope, but they will need to be organised defensively and patient in attack. Fulham, meanwhile, are coming off a heavy 3-0 defeat to Manchester City, which may have dented their confidence. Despite that, they have quality in attack and capable forwards, meaning they can bounce back if they exploit Sunderland's defensive gaps. Tactically, I expect Sunderland to sit deep and try to frustrate Fulham, using counters and wide play to create chances. Fulham will likely dominate possession and try to break Sunderland down, but their confidence might still be shaken from the City defeat. Both teams have reasons to be cautious, making this likely a tight and strategic game. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Fulham. Tottenham host Arsenal for the North London derby, and this could be a high-intensity clash. Spurs come into this match after a 2-1 loss to Newcastle, which will sting and dent their confidence. They'll be eager to bounce back at home, but defensively they've been vulnerable, and that could be a concern against a sharp Arsenal attack. Arsenal, meanwhile, are coming off a 1-1 draw with Brentford, a result that shows they can create chances but sometimes struggle to convert them. Despite the draw, Arsenal remain confident and will look to control possession, exploiting any defensive gaps in Spurs' backline. Tactically, I expect Spurs to press hard and try to control the midfield and create chances. Arsenal will likely dominate possession, use their wingers to stretch the Spurs' defence and rely on quick, incisive moves to break through, so I'm calling this a 2-2 draw. Finally, we have Everton host Manchester United, and this could be a tightly contested game. Everton come into this match after a 2-1 loss to Bournemouth, showing that they've struggled for consistency and have defensive vulnerabilities. They'll need to stay compact at the back and rely on quick counter-attacks to threaten United. Manchester United, meanwhile, are coming off a 1-1 draw with West Ham, which highlighted both their attacking potential and defensive lapses. They will look to respond and secure all 3 points, relying on their experienced attackers to create chances. Tactically, I expect Everton to sit deep, absorb pressure, and look to hit United on the counter. Manchester United will dominate possession, using their midfield to control the tempo and their wide players and overlapping fullbacks to stretch Everton's defence. Everton may create a few chances from set pieces or counters. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Manchester United. And that wraps up our Matchweek 27 Premier League predictions. Which games are you most excited for? Comment below and let us know your score predictions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more weekly Premier League analysis and predictions. See you next week. Goal or no goal 90.